Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. So, what's come to your mind when you hear the word addiction? I will give you 5 seconds to think about this word. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, would you imagine about a drug addict? Or maybe some of you imagine about chemicals in cigarette like nicotine? Well, that's not wrong, ladies and gentlemen. However, there is a fact that needs to be known that addiction is not only caused by something that we consume in our body, but it can also be caused that something that we do often every day and make a feeling of pleasure and pleasure in our brain. This concept is same with a case of game-online addiction. So in our brain, there is a hormone that called dopamine. And this hormone have a big responsibility of our feelings, especially feeling of happiness, feeling of pleasure, and also satisfaction. That's why this hormone is also can called by molecule of a happiness of a person. Of course, this hormone is very important for human, but if it too excessive and prolonged, it can make addiction. If addiction is good, it's fine and that's okay, but how about addict into something bad? For that, we have to do the solution which called dopamine detox. On this special occasion, I'm going to deliver so we do a dopamine detox. To start with, I will explain to you about the important thing of doing this detox. Then I will tell to you how to do this detox. And after that, I will share the benefit after doing this detox based on my personal experience. And finally, I will summarize my presentation. So, my first argument why dopamine detox is very important to do and should be done immediately is because the brain needs to be reset. So, it does not depend on a stimulus. The reason for my statement is when the brain is addicted into something, there will be functional and structural change in our brain, especially in the nervous system that can reduce the brain performance. In addition, when we have a lot of dopamine in our brain, it can have a bad impact on our mental health condition. We can see the evidence from the study. For example, a case of online game addiction. In their brain, they will produce a dopamine double, which same as people who consume a drug, such as heroin. Another study also revealed that when someone is addicted into something, their brain will increase the amount of dopamine and the size and also the capability of the brain will be enlarged, especially in the hippocampus area. As you can see in here, ladies and gentlemen, that in our brain there is a hippocampus area that very important for us. For that, I think dopamine detox is very important to do and should be done immediately, even everyone. And the second statement that I want to bring in here is dopamine detox is very easy to do. Maybe some of you think that we have to go to the hospital, meet a doctor, consume medicine, and something like that. But in reality, we do not do that. All we need to do is just reduce, even stop all of fun activity such as stopping playing social media, stopping playing video games, stopping watching video, stopping eating junk food, stopping shopping, stopping sleep in the morning, and other things that we do often every day in our daily basis. The essence of this detox is we have to make our brain rest. So it will not produce a dopamine. We have to reduce the dopamine as we can. We can also make rule in ourselves to not open a smartphone if there is no something important or there is no something necessary. We can also ignore all of the notification in all our social media account. It can also be called by social media fast. and we have to try something real in a real world. Just make sure that we make ourselves busy to have activity in a real world, in a real life. For that, I really believe that everyone can do this detox because this detox is very easy to do. And the third point is you will get a lot of benefit after doing this detox. The reason for my statement is based on my personal experience. So I've been knowing this detox since May 2021, and then I start to apply it around July 2021. Even it just 10 days, ladies and gentlemen, but I can feel a big impact in my life. And I think it will affect that on my subsequent way of thinking. I try to get up earlier, around 4 in the morning, and then I do my Fajr prayer earlier and sweep the zard, going to my neighbors, going to my friend's house, and then cycling 4 or 5 kilometers from home, and I just feel alive like a productive human being. And I also reset my phone to not open application, and I just make my application have a limit. And yeah, I have to admit that it was so hard at first, ladies and gentlemen. But finally, I can manage it. At the time, I just feel so empty because I don't know what I have to do without smartphone in my hand. I just feeling what I have to do now without something that I every day I was click. And then I can do it even just 10 days. And after detoxing, I really feel like a person that really live in the world, value free time, value conversation with people I care about, a value moment, and value a lot of things around me. And another benefit is we can change our mindset to be a better again. Really, ladies and gentlemen. After detoxing, I feel that I can use my time properly and better than the past. You can get a lot of benefit and maybe more than me if you just try it by yourself. So in conclusion, I think we should do a dopamine detox as soon as possible. This is because dopamine have a lot of benefits to ourselves, and we can get a new insight. In addition, this detox is very easy to do. We can do this detox everywhere, anytime, as long as we feel that we have a lot of too much dopamine in our brain, and just do it. So why don't we do it from now, ladies and gentlemen? Let's do this detox and we will feel alive in the real world and get a new insight. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's all my presentation. Thank you for your attention, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.